start with questions 1 and 3. So everybody go ahead and write down 1 and 3. Hey. I don't know who's... Are you, all right, here we go. Now everybody write down number 1. And let's look at... let's look at what we are solving. All right, I said we're going backwards. So go backwards, we're going to eliminate the addition and subtraction first. All right, everybody have on their paper, 4p plus 9 equals 25. So the first thing you're going to do is underneath there you're going to put minus 9, minus 9. And the reason why you're doing that is because you're going to eliminate the addition and subtraction first. All right, so I'm going to cross that out. Now what's 25 minus 9?
16.
So 4p is equal to 16. Now remember, subtracting 9, for some of you guys have heard me say it again, is the same as subtracting 10 and adding 1. Or I think that's a good way of subtracting 9. Subtract 10, 15, plus 1, 16. Now, the 4 and the p are held together by multiplication. So now to solve the multiplication, we're just going to do what? Divide both sides by 4. When I divide both sides by 4, I get p is equal to what?
1p plus 4?
Yeah, just p equals 4. All right, Carter, what? Yes, you are writing out all the steps. All right, not option. All right, it's not optional, guys. You can't just tell me p equals 4, although in the future you'll be able to look at that and just say, obviously p equals 4, you won't have to do any work. Right now we're training your brain to kind of work backwards. That's what we're trying to do. All right, so now everybody write down question number 3. All right. All right, here we go. Now, we have to undo a minus 3. Undo a minus 3? Add 3. Here we go. So everybody underneath it put plus 3. Plus 3. That worked a lot last week. All right? Crossing this out. All right? And now you have to tell me what's negative 23 plus 3. 5y equals negative 20. 5y equals negative 20. Everybody go with that? And now just divide both sides by 5. Divide by 5. Divide by 5.
Negative 4.
Y equals negative 4.
It's actually not that hard.
It isn't that hard.
So you don't have a... Wait. Why don't you do negative 4 and 1? Or is that the same thing?
I have no idea what you're asking. The 5 divided by 5 crosses out. We're trying to figure out what y is. So y is negative 4. So that means if I plug negative 4 in for y, my answer is going to be what? Negative 23. That's what that means. All right? So now let's try 5. All right? So here we go. For number 5. Now, do I really like it set up like that? No. So instead of setting it up like that, just write it as what?
8m minus 12 equals negative 4.
Exactly. 8m minus 12 equals negative 4. Now, some of you are saying, well, I'll just leave it like the other way. That's okay. All right? But to me, this way is a little bit better.
Yeah.
All right? Joseph, what am I doing on this problem? What am I eliminating, Joseph? No. You're trying to isolate the variable. So let me do this for you. I'm trying to isolate the m. So I need to get rid of the minus 12 first. How do I get rid of a minus 12? How do I undo subtraction? You add. So you're going to put a plus 12. And then you're going to put a plus 12 on the other side. Then the 12s cancel. Thank you. Then you bring down the 8m. Now you just have to tell me what's negative 4 plus 12. Now instead of saying negative 4 plus 12, you can just say what's 12 minus 4. I'm asking you, what's 12 minus 4? That's right. 12 minus 4 is 8. Now, how do I undo multiplication? Divide. Divide by 8. Divide by 8. So what does m equal? 1. M equals 1. What?
I thought that negative
That's correct. That's multiplication. And just think about it. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm hoping some of you guys will eventually listen to me. Instead of saying negative 4 plus 12, that's the same as what? 12 minus 4. When did you learn 12 minus 4? And some of you guys are like stuck on what's negative 4 plus 12. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. That's why it's important for you to learn. If you don't like negative 4 plus 12, do what? 12 minus 4. You're allowed to do that. All right? Now let's pull down 7, please. All right? Take a look at 7. All right, Carmen, what am I doing on this one? Hold on one second. Joseph, I want you writing that down. You should have the first step done before she tells you what it is. That way you can determine whether or not you understand what we're doing. Tell me.
You
need to add 6. Perfect. Bless you. Add 6. The 6 and the 6 cancel. Good job, girl. Now you bring down the 1/4 p equals. Very, very good. Negative 2. No, listen now. You're trying to isolate the variable. So I want you to highlight the 1/4. Now last week we talked about how do I undo a fraction. Who wants to help her undo a fraction? What did we say to do? Yes, that's exactly right. You hear me? You're multiplying by the reciprocal. What's the reciprocal of 1/4? Yes, it is 4. Perfect. And now you're going to try to see why it is 4. All right? The reason it's 4 is, look right here. If I put a 4 right there, what happens now to this 4 and this 4? That is exactly right. That's why you're multiplying both sides by 4. So what does P equal? Negative 8. Perfect. All right. Joseph, did you hear me on that? Right? Now, everybody is supposed to do number 9. All right? While Chloe works it through. What? It's not. A fraction is a special case, remember? To eliminate a fraction, you multiply by the reciprocal. If you have multiplication, you do division. If you have division, you do multiplication. If you have a fraction, you multiply by the reciprocal. You hear me? Those are the 3 choices. All right? So here we go with number 9. Chloe. What am I doing? You're adding 12. Adding 12.
And then
Now, do you add those or subtract them? That's right. So now, what's 27 minus 12? Here, let me show you something, kiddo. Look up, look up. Yeah, but look up. Here's how I want you to do it. What's 2 minus 1? 7 minus 2. You with me? Right? So mentally, you can do that, right? So now you say 15. But remember, you always got to go back and say, is it positive or? Yes, it is negative. All right? So now what? And what's the reciprocal of negative 1/2? Yes, multiplying by negative 2. Okay, now what you did, you didn't even multiply them.
Oh, okay.
Now, a negative times a negative is always a just 30. You good on this now? All right, double check yourself. All right, here we go. I'm putting 11 up now. All right, here we go. What do I do? Plus 5, good job. Wow, good job, kiddo. Negative 1/8 x equals 4. Good job. Times negative 8. Wait a minute now. Very, very good. That's how smooth it should be. All right, honestly. Okay. Now let's pull up 13 and 15. What? Which one? What? No. You with me, Aiden, or not? Okay, 13. All right. What am I? Yeah, you can do that. Look, I like what she just said. That's not a bad thing. Negative 8d minus 7 equals 17. Is that necessary?
No.
No, not necessary, but I like that. Okay, now what?
Plus 7.
Good. Plus 7.
And then plus 7.
Good.
And that will be 17 plus 7. And that's
24. Yes. Divide. Good job. Is negative 3. Good. All right, Carter, you're up. 15. Now, what do I do on 15? I like that. Negative 2k plus 1. Does everybody see this now, right? Minus 1. Exactly. Beautiful. Right. I want to divide by negative 2. So k is equal to 5. Very, very good. All right, hopefully you're getting better. All right, hopefully you're getting better. All right, now remember, you're trying to do the problem before I do it. All right, so let's look at 17 now. All right, Aiden, what should I do on 17? How about, do you mind if we rewrite it? I prefer that you just say 6 minus x equals 14. That's how I want everybody to write it, just for now. Now, I still want the variable first.
So it would be positive 6.
So now I want to make it negative x plus 6 equals 14. Please, everybody rewrite that. Make sure you understand that. I'm not saying that's necessary. I'm just saying I think that's helpful. Does everybody see that?
Yeah.
Anybody have any questions on that? What?
Would it be, could you do like 1x or just
Yeah, you can say negative 1x. I think that's helpful sometimes also. All right, now what do I do, Aiden? What do I do?
negative 6?
Yes, you subtract 6. Okay, now what's that? Which is? Right. Very good. Now, you have to be careful. I always try to tell my kids that when the sign is negative, that just means change the signs. If the x is negative, you want it to become a what? Positive. So then the 8 becomes a what? Becomes a negative. Why do we say it's negative? Because right now the 8 is what? Positive. So if you change the signs, the negative becomes a positive and the positive becomes a what? Negative. So technically we would say x equals what? Negative 8. Now if you want, you can just say, well, I'm just going to multiply both sides by negative 1. Or you can say I'm dividing both sides by negative 1. Same thing. Okay, so that was 17. So let's try 19. Bradley, you're up. All right, so let's see what you can do, Bradley. Hold on a second. All right. Here we go, Bradley. 19. We have a little problem here, Bradley.
Is it negative 9y plus 6 minus 4 equals 8y?
No. Nope. Nope. Look right here. Highlight this or underline this. What is that? Negative 1y. Everybody see that? Combining like terms. So it's negative 1y plus 6 equals negative 4. Everybody take a look at that. See if you're okay with that now. You good? Good? Justice? All right. Now, Bradley, what? Minus 6, minus 6. Very good. Negative y equals negative 10. By negative 1, right? And if I divide by negative 1, y is? Yes, y equals 10.
You just normally like grade like negative 1y and negative y.
Yes. Yeah, you don't have to do that. If you understand it, okay? All right. Here we go. 21. All right, now you got to be careful. May, you're up.
No.
So I want you to try to tell me what this is. You have to combine. So negative 1 plus 2.2.
3.
Or you can say 2.2 minus 1. Yes, 1.2. Does everybody see that? That was kind of hard. 1.2t plus
1.5.
equals.
5.
Very good. Now, everybody look up a minute. Now, again, I can't help you unless you're trying to help yourself. Is everybody with me on 21? Does that make sense? Still good? Okay. Now, what do I do? Yes.
Minus 1.1.
Exactly correct.
And then
Minus 1.1 minus 1.1 equals 4.8, right? Yeah, because again, I was trying to show Chloe the same thing. Instead of trying to do that mentally, you're just saying, what's 5 minus 1? 4. And what is 9 minus 1? 8. You can go straight down. All right, now what's the next step? Yes, you do. Divide by 1.2. Now remember, just to be sure, we can move the decimal over. So now it's just 48 divided by 12, which is what? Come on now. Now let's do this. Let me do this. 48 divided by 12. Let's see if we can't see it. Yeah, it is 4. Good. All right, t equals 4. Okay, now we're on, let me grab 23. All right, let's see what you can do. Now we got a fraction here. Hopefully some of you are not in trouble.
Okay.
Yes, you are.
So, well, I know 1/3 p and negative 2/3 p are
What is that?
like, and you would subtract.
Yes.
So it would be negative 1/3.
You're awesome. That is correct. Very difficult.
So
Negative 1/3 p plus 6 equals 0. Aiden, remember now, you're supposed to be writing these, and you're also supposed to be beating me to the problem, not copying down the answer, right, Yosef? You're trying the problem first. All right, Leighton, now what?
then you would do then you would put the -6.
That's correct. Very good.
And the 6's cancel out.
Exactly.
So you do 0 minus 6, which is negative 6.
Very good.
And so 1/3 p. And then you do negative 6 divided by 1/3.
Nope.
Would you make it a...
How do I get rid of a fraction again?
Oh, the reciprocal.
Reciprocal.
So then you just divide by 3.
Multiply by negative 3.
Yeah, multiply by negative 3.
Multiply by negative
So
3.
you multiply by it when it's a reciprocal.
So p equals what?
Negative 18. Oh, 18, sorry. I didn't
Come on, come on, come on, man. P equals 18. Any questions with that?
Yeah, so if it's the reciprocal, you just...
Yes. Yes, sir. Aiden, good for you. What's 1/3 minus 2/3? Say it. Negative 1/3, right? You sure? Okay. All right, we are on now 25. Ian. Oh wait, 25 we don't have. That was a word problem. So now we're going to do 27 and 29. All right, Ian, you're up.
Okay.
So what do I do on 27, please?
Okay, so I just redo it. So just do like that. So you do -3,
Minus 3, minus 3.
and then
What do I have?
that is
5a equals 25. Now what?
you do 5.
Right.
5a and 5a.
So,
And so you get a equals
yes, perfect. A equals 5. Very nice. All right, Diesel, 29. What am I doing, Diesel?
doing so you want to rewrite it so it wouldn't be, oh no, you don't have to rewrite it. So it'll be 4d minus 18 equals -34.
Okay.
You do plus 18.
Yes, sir, I would.
And that would equal 60.
Positive or negative?
It would be a
Yes, it would be definitely negative 16.
And 40 equals 16. And we do 40 divided by 4, 16 divided by 1. And that would equal b equals 4.
Positive or negative?
Oh, would it be a negative?
Yeah, come on. Come on. You with me on this, right? Okay, 31. Justice.
Alright, so
Let me pull it down real quick.
you do 1, 2, 3, plus 4, 6, 4, and then you subtract 4,
Good job, buddy.
4, 1/3, 2, negative 4.
2 minus 4 is what?
Negative 2.
Yes, sir. Negative 2. You're good. And now what?
Times the reciprocal.
Yep. Good. Yes, you're right. No, you're right. Negative 6, because a negative times a positive is a.
Oh, it's negative.
You good on this now, right? Negative 6. All right. 33. Okay. What should I do? Coleman. Wait, hold up. Coleman's up.
Oh, it's 1.5k minus 7 equals 6.
All right, that's what I agree. I would write it like that first. Now what?
You add 7 to the side,
Add 7 to both sides.
and that is 9 negative 9.
And then,
So then you multiply by the
which is? Yes. Very good. Thank you very much. Negative 18. Very good. All right, Thomas, you got 35, buddy. What do I have to do on 35? All right, so what do I have to do first? Remember now, you have to get rid of the minus 20 first. Come on. Right? You have to get rid of this first, Thomas. Come on. How do you get rid of minus 20? You what? Yeah, add 20. Come on, Thomas. You got this, buddy. Add 20. What's negative 1 plus 20? Good. Then bring down the 1/4 n. So how do you undo a fraction? Multiply by the, come on, multiply by the reciprocal. So 19 times 4. We're waiting. Yep. Yes, 76. Are we good with that? Any questions? Come on. All right, 37. Let's find 37. And then we have all right, Jack.
If you do plus, or it's written correctly, so it'd be plus 1/2 and plus 1/2.
Exactly.
And then
Plus 1/2 plus 1/2.
7/8 plus 1/2 is
Good. 1/2 is how many eighths?
1/2 is 4/8.
Yes, good, 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 good. All right. So 1/2 is the same as 4/8. So now what's 7/8 plus 4/8?
Would it be 11?
Yes, it would be 11/8. Now, how do I get rid of a fraction?
You multiply by the reciprocal.
And the
so it'd be
reciprocal is
8.
8. Good. Multiply by 8. So y equals, now I want you to be real careful, please. What happens? What happens to the 8s?
Oh, they cancel out.
Yeah, buddy.
So then it'd be 11.
Yep, that's correct. Y equals 11. It's kind of a tricky one. All right. Now, I think we just have a few more minutes here, guys. So you have to finish up through what?
We have 49.
49. Okay. How much time do we have? How much? 3 more minutes, you guys. Try to get this done. Now, tomorrow I'm just going to collect it, and then your job is going to be to do the what? Evens. I'm not going to do all the problems with you tomorrow. All right, so tonight, make sure you check your work. Check your work. The solutions are posted. Anybody have any questions?